everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my favorite autism books. Okay, so the first book that I really like is 10 Things Every Child with Autism Wishes You Knew. So this is from the child's perspective. So say if they had a speech and language delay and they're not able to communicate with you, it's more the child telling you, hey, I'm sorry I can't communicate, but please bear with me. So yeah, this book, like I said, is from a child's perspective. It's really good. And I got all of these books, you guys, at Barnes & Nobles that I'll be talking about. The next two are from Temple Grandin. You guys, I really like Temple Grandin. I have learned so much from her. I would definitely recommend her books. She has autism herself, and back when she was diagnosed, she said that they didn't know a lot about autism, but her mom got her in therapies and she never seen a neurologist. Sorry, you guys, I'm telling the book. But this is a really good read. It's The Autistic Brain, Helping Different Kinds of Minds Succeed. She even shared results of her brain scan that she did, comparing an autistic brain to a non-autistic brain. So this is a really good book, and it talks a lot about her as well. Also, thinking in pictures. So for a long time, Temple thought that everybody thought in pictures. And she said that it wasn't until she started talking to people and she started to get other people's perspectives, and she realized that everybody don't think in pictures. So she is, I want to say, a professor of agriculture. That's why you see the animals here. But this is a really good book as well. The next book that I have been reading a lot is Essentials of Psychology. So I think the more you know how the brain works and how it functions, I think that it all ties into autism as well. And not just autism, but just the way people think, what pushes people to behave in certain ways. And I took a psychology class in college, and I really think that everyone, you don't necessarily have to get a degree in psychology, but it is nice to know basic functions of how people think and what makes people do the things that they do. So yeah, psychology. The next book is the ASD Complete Autism Spectrum Disorder Health and Diet Guide. So this has given me a lot of gluten-free, casein-free ideas as well. So yeah, I really like this book. The next one is, I would recommend, if you're parenting a child and you have a boy or a girl, see if you can find a book that relates to girls in autism. But of course, you know 1 in 42 boys have autism, so you see autism more in boys. But however, if you do have a little girl, which I do know some people here on YouTube that have daughters, I would definitely try to find an autism book that relates to girls, because I found this book that relates to boys, and this is 1001 Tips for the Parents of Autistic Boys. So I got this book as well. I have not had time to read all this, you guys, because yeah, I'm just too busy. And then the last book, this author actually reached out to me on Instagram and recommended that I try this book. But this is Robert J. Bernstein, Uniquely Normal, Tapping the Reservoir of Normalcy to Treat Autism. Now, I think I'm about this way into the book. I haven't read it all yet, but this is the one that I'm mainly focusing on right now. But basically, he told me that they did studies on 20 children. So your child is bound to fall somewhere in that study, because the 20 children that they did, they were all different, and they were all different case studies. So he wants me to read this book and let me know if any of the studies relate to Caden in some form, which he is pretty confident that they do. So I told him that once I get done reading the book, that we would stay in touch, and I would let him know whether or not if any of the case studies related to Caden. But he is he had a brother that has autism. See, It says, to my brother. And he also worked with children on the spectrum as well. So yeah, Robert J. Bernstein, and it is forwarded by Temple Grandin. So I am very confident that this will be a good book. But yeah, you guys, this is all of the books that I am reading at the moment. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.